Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my WWE NXT review for January 16th, 2019, and I'm just going to get right into the video. We had the commentary team of Percy Watson, Mauro Ranallo, and Nigel McGuinness, because I think the next two episodes we're going to see of NXT were taped on January 3rd, because everyone's probably wondering like why Nigel was here but not on 205 Live. That explains it. I do want to make a note that if people kind of crap on Mauro Ranallo on commentary, because you could kind of tell, I mean, I still thought he was good, but you could tell that he was a little off on this episode. Well, that's because he had just come out of that car accident, so obviously I've never been in one. I've been in one, but I was young at the time, but when you're in a car accident, you're not probably on your game when it comes to doing anything, so that's probably why he was a little off. I mean, he was still good, but you could kind of tell Mauro kind of wasn't Mauro on this show. So, the first match was the return of the Street Profits. They wrestled the Metro Brothers. I loved seeing the Street Profits back. I really hope they do something with them in NXT now that some of the call-ups have happened and it opens up a spot for them. And they do this funny bit where Angelo Dawkins doesn't know his own strength, so he's hyping up Montez Ford and he accidentally knocks him over. I thought that was funny. But the finish pretty much comes when Montez Ford hits this awesome-looking frog splash onto one of the Metro Brothers. I don't know exactly which one it was. And they get the win. And then afterwards, when the Street Profits are celebrating, they get attacked by the Forgotten Sons and they beat the crap out of them, because this is going to be a feud now. And I did like in this segment when the Forgotten Sons were attacking them, the crowd chanted, "We forgot you." I thought that was just perfect. And I'm actually pretty interested in seeing this as a feud. I don't know if at NXT TakeOver Phoenix this will be like one of the dog matches on the show, but we'll have to wait and see. But I liked it. I thought it was a nice way to bring back the Street Profits, nice way to start a new feud. I hope the Street Profits go over in this feud, but I don't think it's going to happen. But it's more of a bias type of sense than anything else. And then Matt Riddle and Keith Lee get interviewed. It's really just Matt Riddle. And Matt Riddle talks about how he's not medically cleared to compete, so he can't go out there and support Keith Lee, but he's going to be back here supporting him morally. Which I liked. And then Aleister Black does a promo, and he talks about how while Tommaso Ciampa's been too busy playing Puppet Master, he's been overlooking Aleister Black. And he challenges Tommaso Ciampa to have a face-off with him next week, and we're going to find out more about that. Then we had a Bianca Belair promo segment. She brags about how she's been undefeated since she's joined the NXT roster. She goes through the list of opponents she's beaten, and then Shayna Baszler, Jessamine Duke, and Marina Shafir come out, and Shayna Baszler says that she's destroyed the best in NXT, and everybody's hasn't been able to put the money where their mouth was, because they've tried to take me out and have been unable to do so. So she challenges Bianca Belair to do just that. But Bianca Belair is so concerned about Duke and Shafir that she doesn't do anything. So Shayna Baszler tells him not to be concerned about them, be concerned about me. And Bianca Belair slaps Shayna Baszler right in the face and runs off. And I actually like the way they did this. I'm guessing Bianca Belair is going to be turning face, which I think makes sense, because everyone was really behind her and she kind of acted like a face here. Or this could end up as being one of those one-time things, but I think Bianca Belair is going face. And I would like to see her win the NXT Women's Championship at NXT TakeOver Phoenix. I don't think that's going to happen, but I would like to see it happen. And then we had the next match. It was Adrian Jawood, I think that's how you say his last name, versus Dominic Dijakovic. And I like this. I actually think Adrian Jawood looked pretty strong. He did a lot of MMA style takedowns to him and stuff like that. I thought he looked really strong. But obviously Dominik Dijakovic just pretty much ends up in the end destroying Adrian Jaroud. But I hope they do something with Adrian Jaroud. I think he's a pretty talented amateur wrestler slash MMA fighter. Because that's and then eventually he hits the burning hammer into the knee to the head for the win. Continuing to build up Dominik Dijakovic. I don't know what they have planned for him, but I think this was a good start. And then the War Raiders do a promo. They pretty much do a Viking-style funeral with Undisputed Era, saying that at NXT TakeOver Phoenix, the era ends. I actually really like this. If you haven't seen this, go out of your way to watch it. It's actually pretty awesome. And then we had Johnny Gargano versus Humberto Carrillo. Don't know if this is going to be Humberto Carrillo's last match in NXT because obviously he was just recently called up to 205 Live. I would kind of like to see him be on both brands, but I guess it is what it is. They had a really good match here, and you can definitely see why Humberto Carrillo was called up. I mean, it's not like he really has been called up. He's still going to be working 205 Live and stuff. And that's not really the main. I don't really consider that the main roster anymore, since it's kind of its own thing. But Humberto Carrillo looked pretty strong this match. He had a lot of really cool dives, really cool crossbodies, and drop kicks on Johnny Gargano. But eventually, Johnny Gargano takes control. He hits a wicked super kick, and then he does the spear coming into the win and the DDT flatliner coming into the win. And eventually, he wins with, I think, the Gargano escape, but that doesn't sound about right, so don't quote me on that. And afterwards, he calls out Ricochet and has to have a face-off with him next week, which I'm really interested to see what they do with that. The match was made official, I think, where it's going to be Johnny Gargano versus Ricochet for the NXT North American Championship. Because it's really weird, the match on this show wasn't made official, but in like the advertisement video package, they are advertising the match. So we know the match is going to happen, but I'm not exactly sure if the match is official yet. I'll look it up real quick. Because that is weird if they haven't made the match official yet. But I'm not even going to look it up. I think the match is official. If it's not official on this episode, it's going to be official next week. And then Tommaso Ciampa's backstage, and he says that Aleister Black isn't going to see him until the title match because that's the only time he shows up is in the main events. And that's pretty much that. I still think we are going to get some type of face down between Aleister Black and Tommaso Ciampa. I could see, them doing a backstage thing where Aleister Black attacks him and they have a big brawl and stuff. I could even see it happen, with doing the segment with Ricochet and Johnny Gargano. But I like this. I like Tommaso Ciampa, obviously. Then we had a Velveteen Dream video package. And this was kind of funny because this was the exact same video package they had played from the December 26, 2018 edition of NXT. The only reason why I know that is because I just watched What's NXT show they did on NoDQ.com, and Stephen Osborne had that memorized. So that's a little shout out to them. But yeah, that was that. Then we had the main event. I don't know what the Velveteen Dream is going to be back next week. I was just about to say I don't know what's going on with Velveteen Dream. I'm guessing they just don't have any plans for him right now. I did hear that he was in a little bit of trouble for sending treats to be called up to the main roster, where we had to recently remove them. But yeah, could be though they don't have any plans for him right now. Then we had the main event though. It was Cassius Ohno versus, I accidentally wrote Keith Ono, but it's Keith Lee. I have to fix that later. I thought they had a pretty good main event, actually. I thought Cassius Ohno looked pretty good in this match. He looked like he slimmed down a lot. He still looks out of shape, but I still think he slimmed down a lot and stuff. I think Cassius Ohno looked really good. And I thought there was a nice big man match. My highlight of the match was the torpe crossbody that he hits on Cassius Ohno on the outside. But I thought they looked pretty strong in this match. Eventually, Keith Lee accidentally knocks out the referee, and Cassius Ohno hits a low blow and hits the, I forget what he calls it, but it's the discus elbow for the win. And I don't know if I agree with this decision of having Keith Lee lose. I get that Cassius Ohno recently just turned heel and stuff, but Keith Lee's the new superstar, and Cassius Ohno like never wins any matches, so it kind of makes Keith Lee look bad because he just came off his first loss. But I feel like this match was kind of a double-edged sword because you just had Cassius Ohno have this new aggressive side behind him. I just worry that Keith Lee is just going to get lost in the shuffle. I don't think it will happen, but it is what we'll have to wait and see. Afterwards, Matt Riddle runs out, and referees and stuff are holding him back from attacking Cassius Ohno. Same thing for Cassius Ohno because he's not medically cleared to be out there, which I kind of like how they're playing up on that storyline. I have a feeling like if obviously this is an angle, Matt Riddle probably really can wrestle. They're just putting over the attack of Cassius Ohno, which I like. And yeah, that was it. I don't know what this is leading to, if this is going to lead to a tag team match at NXT TakeOver Phoenix or on like the dark match of NXT TakeOver Phoenix where it's going to be Matt Riddle and Keith Lee versus Cassius Ohno and a tag team partner. But I don't know who Cassius Ohno could team up with. He really hasn't formed any friendships in NXT. So it's very questionable. Like, it's not like they can just bring somebody down from the main roster to do it because there's no one else that really could. So that's very questionable. They could do a triple threat match. They could do a handicap match instead, but I really don't see the benefit in that because I'd imagine that's going to be a match at NXT TakeOver Phoenix because there's still one match that needs to be filled. There's only like at the moment, well, there's only 4 matches. I guess they don't really need the 5th match, but I think they should have the 5th match. So we'll have to wait and see. But that was this week's episode of NXT. I thought actually it was a really good episode. I really liked it. I liked the Bianca Belair promo segment. I liked the War Raiders promo. I liked the Johnny Gargano Humberto Carrillo match. I liked the main event. And I liked the Street Profits return and their attack segment afterwards. I liked how they built the NXT Championship match. So I'll give this episode a B. I thought it was really good. I think this is one of the weaker episodes of NXT I've seen in a while, but I still thought it was really good. I think mainly, too, because I was kind of, obviously I'm not a huge fan of Cassius Ohno right now. I mean, I get he's really good and stuff, but his character's just really weird. I thought it was kind of questionable that he main evented this show, but I think next week's episode will be awesome because that's going to be the go-home edition before NXT TakeOver Phoenix, so we'll have to wait and see. But that's pretty much the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the Return of the Wrestling Rundown when I upload it. And also check out other videos on this channel. Like, comment, and share this video so people will watch it. Subscribe. Click on the bell so that way every time I upload a video, you guys get the notifications for it. Do the same thing for my Owen the Talkinator and CM Brothers YouTube channels. And that's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.